Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Welcome to your 4 News Now news at 6 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant. It is move-in day at Washington State University. This means a lot of excitement in Pullman, but some parts of the charming downtown area are not looking the way that they normally do. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yarts went to Pullman today and share us how the community is doing while grappling with a lengthy construction project.
This might not be the sight or sound you expect when moving into college. Now let me just show you what the downtown area in Pullman looks like right now. It is filled with constructions. Students tell me that although this does bring some sense of overwhelm, they're looking forward to how it might better the area they live in.
More construction just means that I'll feel like I'll be more able to travel around here.
WSU students came rolling into Pullman this week with smiles on their faces, excitement for the year ahead, and maybe even some slight nerves. Although the campus is looking great, downtown Pullman continues to tackle a construction project. New WSU students tell me the detours have made it confusing to find their way around town.
One of the main roads closed off in the middle of campus, which just kind of throws everything off, especially moving in. There's people and cars everywhere.
The construction project is expected to last till October. For businesses, this has meant a long, slower than usual, and construction-filled summer.
A mess. You know, all of the traffic revisions, it's hard to get around town sometimes, especially small town, Pullman, 5 o'clock rush hour, and there's only one way to get to either side of town, so it's definitely a mess.
Despite all this construction, WSU students see the light at the end of the tunnel and are optimistic about how their beloved downtown area will look when the project is over.
I'm excited. Construction means new things are coming.
In Pullman, Alexandra Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray for a look at that first alert forecast. Hopefully they have a good year, though. That's so fun.
Yeah, looking pretty nice down there. Looking pretty nice in Pullman right now. All right. We got some thunderstorms. We are still tracking. In fact, we do have one in Whitman County just to the south of Tico. We'll keep an eye on that one. If it gets any bigger, we'll let you know. But let's zoom in a little bit first to some light showers around the Colbert area, around Rathdrum. We'll also likely see a couple of sprinkles around Rockford as well. So far, definitely looking pretty tame for the wet weather around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Now, we head further north. We've been seeing some thunderstorms and some showers around Elmira, Naples, Bonners Ferry. Still going to see some rain here as we continue over the next couple of hours. But where the big storms are right now this evening are coming off the Waterville Plateau and into places like Coulee City, Ephrata, and Soap Lake. So let's give you a little zoom in here and show you some heavy rain. We'll likely see some gusty winds, maybe even some small hail with some of the cores of these storms. This is likely to pass just to the north of Soap Lake, or right over Soap Lake here as it continues to move to the east over the next hour or two. We're also likely going to see at least a little bit of rain work into Coulee City, although the bulk of it will be passing to your north, at least for the moment. Here's our future cast for the next 2 hours, or at least I'm going to try to get to your future cast for the next 2 hours. Got that delayed button push. That's how it goes for you. Let's back up. All right, here's your future cast here. So looking for some pretty heavy rain, perhaps even some small hail in the Soap Lake area as that storm continues to approach. We'll keep track of things for you, and we'll give you your forecast for tomorrow coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, if you've driven through the roundabout on Cincinnati and Sharp in Spokane, you may notice that Gonzaga's newest residence hall is almost ready for move-in. The construction of the dorm, called Mantua Hall, is expected to wrap up by November, with 90 students moving in January of 2025. But the Sharp side of campus won't be quiet for long.
You know, as we develop the site, we may have to take a couple of the older halls down. Right now, it depends on how we lay out the design of the village on that site.
Al Porterfield, who you just heard from there, mentioned that the older residence halls located east of the current construction probably won't come down for a few years. He also said that the university is trying to be courteous of the people living along Sharp, since the school doesn't own all of the property. A community meeting will be held before any major construction takes place. Well, today, thousands of Spokane kids and their families came out to Underhill Park in East Central Spokane for a community celebration. There were some fun games and free food, but the main draw was some free backpacks and shoes being handed out by The Way to Justice, a local nonprofit law firm. More than 2,500 kids registered to pick up shoes, and there were still thousands waiting in line to get a pair, some waiting hours. We spoke to one mother who was picking up supplies for her 4 kids. She said with the way prices are at stores right now, events like this make a huge difference.
A single working mom of 4, so it's very stressful. Back to school, birthdays, anything that has to do with the kids, it's very stressful. So events like this for the community to come out, everybody who helps even volunteer is very grateful, and I'm very grateful, and my kids are very, very thankful for everything that everyone does.
Now, this is the second year The Way to Justice held this event, and they hope to continue this tradition for years to come. For more information on what led up to making this event happen, you can check out our full story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. Turning now to our For the People coverage, and the latest results in Washington's primary election, Ben Stuckert has conceded in the race for State Representative District 3. Here's a look at the latest vote count tonight. Natasha Hill is now leading Stuckert by just under 200 votes. She will now advance to the November election, along with Tony Keep. Final results will be certified on August 20th for the primary. Now, you can find Stuckert's full statement and the results of the rest of the primary races up right now on KXLY.com/forthepeople. A major fire broke out at a home on Northwest Darrow Street in Pullman last night. Firefighters say when they arrived, they saw smoke pouring out from some broken windows on the second floor. The homeowner is out of town when this all took place, and he's scheduled to come back today. Investigators are still looking into what exactly caused this fire. Now to an update on the SWAT standoff in North Central Spokane Thursday night. Police are still searching for a man who allegedly shot his younger brother. That's according to court documents filed Friday. This is exclusive police video of police searching a home for the suspected shooter. Court documents said the victim was sitting in his parked truck near Monroe and Mansfield when an Audi quickly approached him and a man got out with a gun. According to court documents, the shooter asked something along the lines of, "Do you want to die?" Then shot the man in the truck. Well, that man told police the shooter was his 37-year-old brother, Andrew Dunnigan. That's what prompted the search of that home on Thursday. Ultimately, no one has been arrested, and police are still searching. At last update, the man who was shot is alive and taken to a local hospital. Multicare Deaconess Hospital wants to provide more mental health services, and it plans to add 20 beds in a new behavioral health unit. Multicare says it's seeing more mental health diagnoses over the last few years, and this facility will help address those needs. Derek Strom spoke with Multicare about the difference an inpatient facility can make in mental health.
In 2022, Multicare says suicidal ideation or suicidal thoughts was the 17th most common diagnosis in the Deaconess Hospital emergency room. In 2023, it became the 8th most common diagnosis. Multicare says the emergency room at Deaconess saw way more people that needed mental health services than its other emergency rooms.
Think of your friends and families, people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Mental health affects us all. You show me somebody who has a mental health need who doesn't also have a medical need that needs caring for.
That's why Multicare plans on taking a $6 million grant and using it to expand the behavioral health services it offers.
Multicare already has outpatient services for behavioral health for people who don't need to stay the night at a hospital, but it says adding inpatient services for people who need a little bit of extra care will make a big difference in how it can treat mental health needs.
And during your time with us, you're wrapped around by an interdisciplinary team of psychiatrists or psychiatric providers who provide consultation and diagnostic information, medication to help support you. You have social work, you have therapy, mental health services, nursing.
Clark says Multicare is still in the beginning stages of planning its behavioral health unit, but it expects to have 20 beds available. She says Multicare will have the second inpatient facility in Spokane for adults, and inpatient facilities are usually pretty full.
So not only do we see that like services are well utilized, but we also see that our community and the fast-paced population means that we need to increase access and build more of those services to support the folks.
Multicare says it will still have its outpatient mental health clinic available for kids in Northeast Spokane. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Derek, thanks. Well, it is huckleberry season, which means we need to remind you to watch out for those bears. Coming up, we went to a popular berry picking spot on Mount Spokane to remind you of some important safety tips.
And we're keeping an eye on some lightning and also the chance of some much needed heavy rain moving into places like Soap Lake and Coulee City with these thunderstorms. We'll show you what the thunderstorm forecast looks like for the rest of the night and for your Sunday coming up.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
He's not going to pick her. No.
Oh, is this really happening? It's like it was destiny. Reese's Pieces and cookie dough together in a DQ blizzard. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I did not see that coming. I did.
Hold on, are we still talking about the blizzard?
I wonder if they're still together. No.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert. The Reese's Pieces cookie dough blizzard is like really good. DQ, happy tastes good.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. And when you can breathe better, what isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's better. And that. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. That's pretty good. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And doesn't that make things better? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Summer means the great outdoors, but it's also wildfire season. How are you going to cope with smoke from wildfires? 1. When it's smoky, check current air quality. 2. Limit or avoid time outdoors. And 3. Keep indoor air as clean as possible. Replace home air filters as often as needed and use the best filter for your system. Set the air conditioner to the recirculate mode. If necessary, find a cleaner air shelter near you. For the latest information about wildfires and smoke, visit the Washington Smoke blog, wasmoke.blogspot.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fred's Appliance.
Welcome back. Are you looking to add a new furry member to your family? Well, Spoke Animal is hosting an adoption event this weekend. Kitten adoption fees have been lowered from $200 to $100 until tomorrow, August 11th, so act quick. Now, this is for the Spoke Animal location in the South Hill PetSmart. You'll want to enjoy the water while you still can this summer because 2 Spokane County public pools are closing for the season next week. The North Side and South Side Aquatic Centers will close next Sunday, the 18th. And for details on those locations and how to reserve a spot for you and your family this summer, you can head to KXLY.com. We are taking a live look at One Spokane Stadium today, where the floor is still covering the turf from last night's concert. Check out this video a member of our production team took. A much different sight today. That was taken from our 4 News Now Sky Deck there. The Outlaw Music Festival was the first music event to be held at One Spokane Stadium, and thousands packed in to see Bob Dylan, Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, and Briley Spencer. Now, Bob Dylan is 83, by the way, and Willie Nelson, he's 91. If you think that's impressive, they're doing it all again tonight at the Gorge Amphitheater, which is wild for them. I mean, it was a great show. I was there last night. It was so fun to see that space be utilized and to see these music legends tear up the stage.
Looks like a fun time.
It was super fun.
When I was leaving work last night, I mean, people were screaming.
Yeah.
It sounded like a great time.
Yeah, Willie was the last one to go on stage, and he definitely took the house down.
At 91.
It was impressive. Very cool.
I wish, if I want to be that like mobile and moving around and doing cool stuff at 91.
That's the goal.
That's the goal right there. Well, speaking of the Gorge Amphitheater, let's head out to Grant County, and we're going to take a tour kind of up and down I-90 here and show you what's going on in the radar. So Ephrata, Soap Lake, Cooley City, anywhere around the south end of Banks Lake, it is time to get inside. These thunderstorms are going to be crossing the lake, crossing into Grant County here basically right now. And they are packing quite a bit of lightning. So this is just, we got maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 lightning strikes here in just the last 5 minutes. So these are some pretty intense little thunderstorms. Looks like they're going to hold together long enough to where they'll cross the highway, and we'll be seeing some pretty intense weather in northern Grant County. Let's head further to the west where things are a lot quieter. We mentioned that little shower near Tico. It's going to cross south of Plumber and eventually over the Highway 97 there. And boy, things are really quiet. A couple of showers moving in to Mount Spokane. A little pop-up shower, a little sprinkle in Hayden right now. And then where it was pretty stormy earlier this afternoon in Shoshone County, much quieter, still some showers and storms as you work your way north towards Bonners Ferry. I'm going to keep a chance for an isolated thunderstorm or shower up through about 9 o'clock though, but it looks like for Spokane and for Coeur d'Alene, we are definitely going to be on the quieter side of the activity today. It is going to be places like Moses Lake, like Ritzville, that are really going to have to watch for the next few hours for some of those thunderstorms to come in. We've seen a lot of lightning today, saw a lot of lightning yesterday as well. Remember, folks, still fire season. If you see some smoke, make sure you call it in so fire crews can put these things out. For tomorrow, a very similar pattern here where a lot of our northern communities have a chance to hear a few rumbles of thunder. We may even see some action in the LC Valley, but around Spokane and around Coeur d'Alene, it is not looking super likely that we'll see any of any shower and thunderstorm action here. So let's fast forward. You can see those showers developing up north, a couple of showers around the LC Valley, but most of the action develops here and then moves north into Canada. Our best chance to pick up a little bit of rain for Sandpoint, Deer Park, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, that's going to be around 7, 8 o'clock as we may see some stored development on the lee side of the mountains and then pushing off into western Montana. So that's your day tomorrow. Temperatures will be close to 90 degrees once again. We'll continue to see this kind of really hazy sky around the region as well. But look at those temperatures for the middle of the week. Low 80s, lows of the 50s, Natalie. It is going to feel really good.
Yeah, not too mad about that. That's for sure. Thanks, Matt. Well, huckleberries are blooming around the inland Northwest. We love them, but the bears love them too. Now, recently a local man said he was out picking those huckleberries near Priest Lake when he encountered a mama grizzly bear and her cub. The bear charged at him, and he posted a video about it online. Now, sadly, because of some of the hurtful comments on that video, he declined to speak with us, but it's still a good warning for the rest of the community. Marissa Rio went out to Mount Spokane, another popular huckleberry spot, and shares some safety tips.
Huckleberries, a local's favorite. As you're foraging for the delicious fruit, it's important to know the local bears love them too.
Huckleberries are one of the big food sources for bears, so that's what we would consider to be one of the big things to be aware of.
When you do finally find that patch of huckleberries, make sure you stay aware of your surroundings. And if you do encounter a bear,
if the bear doesn't know you're there, that kind of does give you the opportunity to just slowly back out quietly, see if you can get out of there unobserved.
If it does see you,
the best thing for you to do is wave your hands in the air, wave a jacket, backpack, anything that you have, and talk to the bear.
As you try to back away, if the bear keeps approaching you, Harris says it's time to get more aggressive.
Make sure you have your bear spray ready if you have that on you. You can maybe be a little bit more loud about it, clap your hands, stomp your feet, do whatever you can do to try and scare that bear off.
You can keep using the spray until the bear leaves you alone. Harris says bears are known for bluff charging, which is when they repeatedly run at you and stop. It's their way of telling you they feel threatened and they don't want you there.
And that's why the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife always suggests that you have bear spray on you, whether you're out hunting for huckleberries or you're out here hiking.
There are other tips as well.
We just stay together. Stay on track.
Going out in groups is something Fish and Wildlife suggests.
If you don't have people to go out recreating with you, one of the tips I tell people is that you can play a podcast at a low volume on your phone.
Another important tip, if you do encounter a bear, do not run. From Mount Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And still to come in sports, we're turning our heads a little closer to home. With exactly 3 weeks until the start of the season, the Washington State Cougars hosted their first scrimmage of fall camp, and there are still a number of starting positions up for grabs. Alex Crescenti has a report from Pullman. That's next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories. Create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, like the Built Wild Bronco family, with a deal you just can't miss. Your biggest adventures are waiting. So make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Fred Meyer, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices. Savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Fred Meyer worth it every time.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Can you do this? As early as your 40s, you may lose muscle and strength. Protein supports muscle health. Ensure Max Protein has a 30-gram blend of high-quality protein to feed muscles for up to 7 hours. So take the challenge. Ensure nutrition for strength and energy.
Friday, August 16th, KXLY 4 News Now invites you to Avista Stadium for Fireworks Night presented by Bulldog Rooter. Plus, the first 1,000 fans through the gates receive a Spokane Indians rally towel, courtesy of New Flow Trenchless. Your first half champion Spokane Indians against Vancouver, Friday, August 16th. For tickets and game times, go to SpokaneIndians.com. Fireworks presented by Bulldog Rooter and KXLY 4 News Now.
Welcome back. After 2 weeks of practice, the Washington State Cougars hosted their first scrimmage of fall camp earlier this morning. As we're inching closer to the start of the season, our Alex Crescenti has our report from the Palouse.
Well, headed into the Cougars' first scrimmage, all eyes were on the offense, and specifically the quarterback battle, as Zevi Eckhouse and John Mateer are still vying for that starting role. Now, nothing that happened this morning is going to really move the needle too much. Both guys made some really nice throws, and both guys could have made some better decisions. But one thing is certain, a decision on the starter is coming soon.
I saw Zevi after that pick go up and down the sideline, kind of rallying the guys around him, and I think that's very important. I think John played off script very well today. We didn't run him, just as a design QB run. I want to see him throw and operate. So I thought a lot of positives. I'm ready for that guy to take the reins. We will name a starter a week from today.
As for the wide receivers, we know Kyle Williams is going to be the guy and the primary target this season. But after that, it's a bit of an unknown. However, today we had a few guys step up. Brandon Ganashamorthy made a long catch-and-run touchdown early on to get the offense going. Then there was true freshman Chris Barnes, who had a few nice catches and a touchdown himself. Finally, transfer Chris Hudson made a strong case to become a starter in this offense, and he seems to be on the same page as the quarterbacks already.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good, man. Obviously, I got stuff I need to clean up, but still doing good out there.
Chris Barnes will get every opportunity to get into the rotation as we go forward. I thought Chris Hudson continues to show that he can be an inside and outside player, and we need him to be a big-time playmaker. And, we're limited Kyle. We know what Kyle can do. When Kyle's going, though, we need Kyle to get 8 to 10 touches a game. I mean, it isn't just seeing what happens in the offense.
Now the Cougs will have one more scrimmage next Saturday, and that'll close out training camp as we are now exactly 3 weeks away from the season opener against Portland State. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
So sorry, Jack, about the mess that Big Yellow and I made. Yeah, is there any way that I can make it up to you? Or?
Actually, you could help me promote my new $5 Big Deal meal.
You think I could be bought, you son of a...
Hello. This is only showing in Japan, right?
I started taking care of my mom about 5 months ago. She has dementia, and then being newly diagnosed with lung cancer, my mom was unable to stay in her home. Balancing work and caregiving has been a struggle. Knowing that Wall Cares will be available relieves a lot of stress. Having access to those funds would have helped so much, financially and mentally, because life is unpredictable. Wall Cares moves with you, even if you move out of Washington.
So according to Mr. Washington, we deserve a little room upgrade.
That won't be necessary.
Okay, how about a second opinion from the other Mr. Washington?
Are you a Camus Rewards member?
Yeah, why?
It's the only local players card that gives you the lowest possible rates on rooms and room upgrades, not to mention food and drinks throughout the property.
So I'm taking these back, right?
Membership matters with Camus Rewards, only at Northern Quest.
Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better, even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you.
Everyone's favorite curly fries, one of my famous tacos, a drink, and your choice of sandwich, all for $5. Grab my Big Deal meal and go see Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters July 26th.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
Hey, check this out. The Northeast Youth Center put on their annual lemonade stand on Friday, and each year they use the profits toward an end-of-the-year summer trip. This year they raised just over $10,000 in order to send everyone to Triple Play and Chuck E. Cheese, though the kids had the goal of $20,000. So if you missed the lemonade stand but still want to show your support, you can do that by heading over and seeing the story on KXLY.com. That's so awesome. Well, you could see both a meteor shower and the Northern Lights this weekend. Matt, you've done a lot of research to get ready for this possible double feature here.
That's right. So last night, Aurora was a dud.
Okay.
I think we have slightly better odds tomorrow or tonight, and then I think tomorrow night may be where everything kind of comes together. It'll be less cloudy.
Okay.
The Persea meteor shower peaks tomorrow night as well. So if you can afford to stay up late on Sunday, that's going to be, I think, your bet. We've got more info right now on KXLY.com. Also, boy, in Grant County, you've got to duck some big thunderstorms there. These are going to track to the east gradually as we head over the next couple of hours. Remember that 4 News Now weather app. It's going to be your best friend if you're out and about this evening.
For sure. Well, thanks so much for keeping up with us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Live stream KXLY.